chiudrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno d'intorno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo.
So many of you guys have been saying to me, Mike, we miss your PES 6 Juventus Master League save. And if you didn't know, guys, we lost the save. My computer basically, it lost the save. It corrupted. So let's start a new one here. It's been a while since we've played some PES 6, and it's going to be a Fiorentina Master League save. You all know that because, you've seen the title of the video. I think this will be fun though, guys, and it's something I might consider live streaming at some point as well. But let's do a few episodes first, and then maybe we'll explore that. I can't promise anything, but we will be live streaming. I will promise that. Just not yet. Soon. Anyway, very hard, do you think? I haven't tried on very hard, the Master League level. I'm going to go with match mode players. I know some of you don't like that. I know some of you want me to use Mananda and those dudes. I can't. Let's keep this realistic. Start with the original lineup. I won't make any sign-ins at the beginning. At least I don't think the transfer window's open anyway. I'm not sure. Master League starting points. Usually I start around sort of 10, 15,000 for the challenge. So we'll do 10,000. That'll be a challenge. I don't want classic players, thank you very much. We'll have the cheat prevention save on. If I lose, I lose. I gotta roll with the punches. Oh, it's gonna be good getting back to Serie A. So I'm gonna set the leagues up here, guys. I'll put Juventus into Serie B because I think around this time they were demoted, weren't they? So like I say, keep it as realistic as possible. I shall be back in a tick. All done. Look at this. The power of editing. That took quite a while. I've even put all the teams, the clubs, into alphabetical order as well. I'm good to you guys, aren't I? Anyway, Serie A, 16 teams compete. You all know the drill. You've all played this game. You all love this game. I love this game. I love this patch. Big shout out to the patch makers. This is the PES 6 original seasons patch. So, in regards to teams, here we go, look. Fiorentina top for some reason. That's not alphabetical order, was it? So we've got Serie A, La Liga, what's the other? Euro League and the Premier League. There we go. Euro League's the best of the rest, basically. I'm sure all of you do the same when you play one of these old Master Leagues. I'm going to go with a 4-3-3 for this season, because I think this squad will suit that. But it's going to be another quick edit. I'm not familiar with all of these players. Be back again in a tick. Here we go then. So, that is the 4-3-3. These are the players I'm going to be using. Obviously, I'm going to chop and change as the season progresses. We've got no right back and left back, or rather, we haven't got a right-footed right back, which is quite annoying. So I need you guys to suggest right backs. That will be the first signing I make when the transfer window opens. We've got a player called Gobby, which is quite funny. Anyway, it's a decent squad. It's not world class. We've got some match winners in Luca Toni, who is my club captain. Adrian Mutu, of course, which I'm playing on the wing. He can play as a WF in this, as does Jorgensen. So it's a decent side. Again, it's not Inter or Milan or Roma. Speaking of Inter, it's the first fixture. Hey, I thought Ascoli was the first fixture. Oh no, of course. Inter. Let's have a look at the calendar. Inter away, then Ascoli at home. So we'll play 2 matches for this episode, and it will be 2 matches then for every episode. If I live stream this, it will be whatever I'm in the mood for. But again, that's not definite yet, guys. We will be live streaming, but it might not be this game. Dave and I will be live streaming PES 5. Anyway, let's see here, because I'm trying to get used to the kit server. It's different to PES 5. Let's go with the red Serie A ball. The kit server with this version of PES, you can actually do everything from the DualSense or from your controller. I'm using a DualSense. In PES 5, you have to reach over to the keyboard and use the page up and page down keys and all that kind of thing. It's a bit fiddly. It's much more easier to do stuff on PES 6. I think I'm just going to go with the first 11 that I've chose here. And if you guys think I'm missing or not playing an important player in the first 11, let me know. Again, I'm not overly familiar with this Fiorentina team. I know the obvious players like Mutu and Luca Toni. We're on top player difficulty if you did miss it. And I can't wait to get into this. I've really grown into this game over the last few years. I used to avoid this game in a way because of PES 5. I do prefer PES 5 to this game, but this is a lovely or a nice change of pace. Fiorentina wave to the away fans, or the Fiorentina players wave to the away fans, I should have said. Oh, look at that team. They've got overrated Adriano, who was the cover star, of course, to PES 6. We got you for Lucy. We've got is it Sebastian Frey in net? We've got Donatello in midfield. Its name's Donadel, but we're going to call him Donatello. That's the first nickname of the series. And the series is Go. Inter have kicked off. Let's do something here at the San Siro, or the Giuseppe Meazza, as the Inter fans like to call it. It's a very difficult first fixture, because these will be favourites for the league, with Juventus out of the picture. Juventus in Serie B. I'm sure they'll come straight up for next season. And also, guys, Serie B is all Italian clubs. This patch is fantastic. Oh, hold that thought, Adriano. Serie B is all Italian teams. This patch basically allows you to fill up Serie A with Italian clubs and then have a Division 2 with all Italian clubs. It's fantastic. It's Montalivo. I think the target for this season is to get in the Champions League for us. I think we can do that with this squad, but it's going to be challenging. This game isn't as hard as as PES 5 on 6 star, but there is a challenge in this game for sure. Oh, Tony was in then. Oh, what's that? I got to get used to playing this again. It's very, very different to PES 5, this game. And obviously you got this fantastic camera angle with this patch. I love it. Very zoomed out. Everything's a bit slower than the vanilla game, I think. And because I'm slightly zoomed out... Vieira! Oh. Because I'm slightly zoomed out, I find the game a little bit more difficult because it's not as responsive. Well, it is responsive. It's difficult to explain what I mean, but I find it a little bit harder with this camera. Even though you can see more, I don't find it as... I'm going to use the word responsive. Responsive in front of goal. But it's very enjoyable. This is probably my favourite patch. I know I said PES 5 original season is, but it might be this, you know. I love doing a Serie A in this game. I was loving my Juventus Serie A save, as you guys were. Montalivo's in! Ah, what's he doing? It's a swing and it's a miss. And I know, yeah, you guys were enjoying, because we started in Serie B, got promoted, then we won the Italian Cup in the first season in Serie A. It was so much fun. And like I say, I lost the save for it, and I just didn't want to do a Juventus one again. Let's mix it up. Fiorentina are a club I've got a soft spot for. Hope you guys enjoyed that intro, by the way. I know it's a bit tacky. It's supposed to be. I think it's Mozart, isn't it, the song I used, isn't it? It's copyright free, apparently. It's in the YouTube library of audio music to use. I wanted something Italian. I'm not too sure what the lyrics mean. It is a famous piece of music, because I do recognise it. Anyway. He's offside. Overrated, though. Let's call him overrated, though, because he is overrated in this game, isn't he? Let's be honest about things. Adriano was never that good. I don't think he was. He's very inconsistent player. Was he plagued with injuries? I don't remember. Oh! Now, I will be whipping in crosses which isn't my style, but you've got to when you've got Luca Toni up front. He's brilliant in the air, wasn't he? I think he was. He was a good target man. And he is our captain, of course. I've chosen him as captain because he's one of the older players. He's 29 in this. And his mentality is quite high as well. We've got quite... Oh, he's weaving. We've got quite a few players with high mentality in this Fiorentina squad, actually. There's Ufalusi. I used to like him. Let's see if Mutu can have a good season. He's going to be important for us. His stats are brilliant in this game. His Figo. Oh, they got Olivia Decor. They got so many good players, this Inter side. There is Decor. Oh, Dejan Stankovic. Cordoba. The names just roll off the tongue. Good tackle. Oh, Ufalusi. Mutu gives and go. Mutu's got it back. Tony is in there lurking. But in regards to live streaming, Dave and I did say we'd be doing it as soon as we hit 10,000 subs, and we have. Hold that thought, Adriano. He worries me in this game. Oh, Inter are the team in PES 6 I refuse to play as because I think... Well, like I say, Adriano's overrated. We'll try and play football, guys. We're going to play out from the back every time. That's our philosophy. Listen to the crowd. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Not that I was saying anything. Donatello! Oh. Yeah, live streaming is why I said hold that thought, because I was thinking about that thought. Anyway. Right, hold that thought. Mutu is the set piece taker. His stats are very good for this kind of thing. Vieira. Cruz. There's no time to think here. It's half time. Not bad. Not bad. Half. We've got to play better. Live streaming. Dave and I will be live streaming co-op PES 5. Our Master League, basically. We think that's a good idea, but we will be doing other stuff. I talked about this on the PES 2013 video that went up yesterday as I'm recording this. You might not have seen that video. You might not want to know PES 2013. You're like, I'm not watching that. I want PES 6. Montalivo. Toldo holds on. It's easy for a keeper of his quality. Oh, Walter Samuel, Javier Zanetti. Look at these players. Oh, come on now. Get into Figo. That's poor. That's poor. Adriano. Yeah, we'll live stream some other stuff as well. How many times have I talked about live streaming now? We're excited for it, guys. I've just got to set it up, basically. I've got to set up Streamlabs. I've got plans, basically. I want to make graphics for it, and I want it to all look professional. I want it to be fun. I want Dave and I to be prepared for it. I don't want to just dive into it and, yeah. Tony! Ah! His move to... Oh, what's that? I liked Montalivo, who I've got playing in midfield. Didn't he go to Milan after this? I'm sure he's played at AC Milan. Oh, Donatello, come on, get into him. Donatello does well. Scrap him for the ball in midfield. There's nothing on up there. Let's go back. Here's Dino Bravo. That's not his name, but we're going to call him Who was Dino Bravo? Why have I got that name in my head? Was he a wrestler? He was a wrestler, wasn't he? In the 80s, I think. 80s and the early 90s. Anyway, it's enough about wrestling. Out. Don't let Adriano in. Oh, that's poor. He's giving it away as Vieira. Uh-oh. It's Stankovic. Good block. Let's make a change. Right, Dino Bravo's tired. We haven't got any other right or left backs, though. Coldrup, I think, can play right back. So the centre-back will have to slot in there. Here he comes. I remember Coldrup, however you say his name. Right, Zanetti. Oh, it was a good corner from Zanetti. Vieira's looked good in this match so far, hasn't he? Tony. Jorgensen. Tony wants it back. Jorgensen. It's a tap in, but I think I've heard the whistle. I think he's offside. Yeah. Some nice football that from the counter-attack, Fiorentina. Yeah, look at him. He's a mile off. I'd probably take a 0-0. First game of the season away from home at the San Siro against the favourites. But it's not even 70 minutes on the clock yet. Loads of time left in this game. Ms. Montalivo. Oh, hey. Why did I shoot? I hear you all ask. Because Montalivo hasn't got pace. He hasn't got a lot of pace. Which is why I knew I'd never be able to keep running that. Got the Kirby sponsorship boards on the sides there. I know it's not Kirby the game. I don't know what company Kirby was though, guys. Enlighten me, please. It's Montalivo. His move to... Ah, that's tame. That's tame, that. Toldo boots it long. Some of you may be wondering, or some of you may be worried. Oh, hold that thought. It's Cruz. Oh, it's Adriano. It had to be. I love this cross. I love the cross the Inter player puts in for this. Then we'll watch this replay again. Some of you might be concerned, well, not concerned, because that's too dramatic a term to use. That's Cruz with the cross. Look how he bends that. I love this game. Look how the AI plays. Look at that. Perfect ball in, isn't it? Cruz just switches it here. Look at that. Wonderful cross. And it's 1-0 to Inter. Yeah, a few of you guys may be wondering is a better word to use. Not concerned. Like Mike, you've got PES 2018, Become a Legend, you've got PES 2013 Master League, you've got PES 5 Master League series. How are you going to juggle all these Master League series? I will. I just will. This is what the channel's for. I brought Gobby on as I was gobbing off there. That sounded dodgy. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's Figo. Come on, we've got plenty of time to get an equaliser in this. But Inter have got time to score the second. And that was Cruz, was it? Yeah, it was. Tom Cruise with the dive-in header. Look at this. Oh. Yeah, that's what the channel's about, guys. I like playing footy games, and I like commentating over them when I'm playing and having a bit of a chat with you guys. It's fun. Oh, it's a free kick. In a good place, this. I got to get used to free kicks again in PES 6, though. That's too much on that. Oh, it's not too bad. As soon as I hit it, I knew I'd put way too much on that free kick. But Mutu is capable from there, of course. But yeah, I love video games and I love footy games. Basically, today, I took my son to school, got back home, and I was like, I really fancy playing some PES 6. And I thought, let's do it then. You can do what you want, Mike. You're your own boss. I don't answer to anyone. The only person, or the only people I answer to are the PES gods. And the PES gods directed me towards PES 6. So here we are. Anyway. Gobby. Oh, Gobby wins the free kick. You don't even need a nickname when you got a player called I'll try that again. Not Boggy. That's not his name. Oh, what's that? You don't even need a nickname for Gobby. Like, Gobby is his name. Like, that's fine. We'll use that. Oh, Boggy. We've already called him Boggy, though. 2 minutes of startage time here. It's getting away from us, this match. It's been tough, this match has. It's got to be said. Is overrated, though. Solari. Always reminds me of a lolly. An ice lolly, Solari. I don't know why, the name Solari. Do we have an ice lolly called Solari? He's taking it to the corner flag to time waste. Oh, it's a loss, though, in the opening fixture. It's not what we wanted. Of course it's not. Overrated though, made it 1-0. Let's move on. Welcome to the Stadio Artemio Franchi. Have I said that right? It's the first home game of this Serie A season for Fiorentina. Ascoli are the visitors. So, I think Ascoli are one of the worst teams in the league. They've drawn their first match, so maybe they're not. Who knows? But we've got to win this. 3 points, please. Oh, Milan lost their first game. Look at that. Anything can happen in Serie A. It is an interesting league. It was around this time, I think. Especially with Juventus. Oh, it's Pagliuca. Is that Gianluca Pagliuca? Was that his name? Who played for Italy, of course, in the 90s? It can't be him. Anyway. Yeah, with no Juventus here, this league, anything can happen, I guess. Because Juventus obviously were very, very strong. Even in Serie B, they kept a lot of their important players like Nedved, like Del Piero. Buffon, I think. I should know. I did have a save, of course. But anyway, enough about Juventus. Muto is away. Look at this stadium. It looks perfect. It looks fantastic. This patch. Montalivo. That's how you get your first goal of the season. Oh. What is Montalivo's first name? I can't remember. But Monty. Let's call him Monty. Uncle Monty. Anyone seen With Nail and I? Uncle Monty with a strike. Oh, I love With Nail and I, the movie. If you haven't seen it, guys, watch it. It's one of the best, or one of my favourite films of all time. And Uncle Monty here delivers when called upon. And it's 1-0 to Fiorentina. So we've got 2 nicknames now. We've got Donatello, we've got Uncle Monty. And we've got, Boggy, rather than Gobby. We've got 3 nicknames already. You can tell the season's up and running when the nicknames start flowing. It's Lombardi for Ascoli. That's a club, Ascoli. Oh, hold that thought. I know nothing about. Oh, they're in. He drags it wide. Oh, I don't know what we're doing in defence there, but that's a warning. That is a warning. We need another goal here. I love this. Have I already told you guys that I like this patch? It's a very good patch. Tony! He's in! Oh, what's the touch? Just take it first time. Take it first time. Just whack it. Listen to the crowd. Hey! What's that? It's a needless corner. Gioberti will whip one in. Hey. Come on now. Let's not make errors, please, players. My tactics. If you want to know what my tactics are, guys, if you want to know what Frei Bentos tells his players, Frei Bentos is the name of the manager, by the way, Fiorentina manager. There's just 2 tactics that he says. That's poor English, but anyway, he instructs them to hold that thought. Mutu, side netting. He doesn't instruct them to hold that thought. He instructs them 2 things: score goals, don't make mistakes. There you go. The master tactician, Frei Bentos. Is Pasquale. Oh, we could call him Joe Pasquale, couldn't we? Pasquale. Who? Oh, it's Dino Bravo. There's another nickname. Who was Joe Pasquale, by the way? Was he a I think he was a really terrible comedian here in the UK, I think. Anyway, we've got nicknames galore, guys. I mean, Tony will be an easy nickname for someone, if you want to come up with one for Tony. Could call him Tony the Tiger, couldn't we, from Frosties. I used to love Frosties. They're ropey these days. Or rather, my taste buds have changed as I've got older. Not old. I'm not old. I'm older. I'm mature. I don't think I am mature. Oh, it's this scrappy Ascoli. I'm struggling against them more than I was against Inter. They're really physical. Even though we've got that lead, this is tough. Oh, what's that? Blasi gets his foot in. Blasi, by the way, is the only change from the intermatch. I'm playing the same 10 players, but I swap Blasi for someone because his form is good. Ascoli biding their time. Look at the way the AI play. I love it. I loved PES. It's Tony. He's in. No, why did I shoot? Very similar to the Inter game where I was in with Montalivo, but there I had more time. I should have got closer to goal. Made it 2-0. It's poor from me. It's poor decision making there. But the AI, the way it's playing here, man, I just loved PES back in the day. It's such an obvious thing to say. I'm always saying obvious things. But it doesn't make it less true. Especially coming off the back of FIFA 25. Just going back to these games, it's just night and day in regards to AI and the patterns of play, the way that the game flows. This old-ass game from 2006, I want to say. Well, it is PES 6. It just plays a better game of football than a game from 2025. It's just ridiculous. Jorgensen's offside. He was offside in the Inter game, wasn't he? When he scored what we thought was a goal. Fiorentina fans in really good voice here. Making an absolute racket. Jorgensen, what a pass that was. He was onside as well. You got to score. That was beautiful football. And in regards to crowd chants and that kind of thing, guys, please always let me know in the replies. You won't offend me if you think the levels are too quiet or the crowd's too loud, etc. It's difficult getting the balance right, because obviously you want to hear my voice clearly, but you want the effects and that kind of thing. But because the crowd volume changes so much throughout the course of a match, it's a balancing act kind of thing. It's a corner. This game is good, mind. It's bloody good, this game. Oh, I find I don't know what they've done with this patch. I always say that I don't know if there's a gameplay patch in there as well. I prefer this to vanilla PES all day long. It must be placebo effect though. It might be because of the camera, I don't know. But the first thing I do with PES 6 is, or rather with these patches, I go into the kit server. I open up the speeder file with a text document file, basically, and I edit the speed to default. I change it back to default 1, because the value for me was set at 0.97, and that can make the game funky. It actually makes it too slow. So, if you are considering playing this game, I advise you to do that. Mutu, he's in. That was a shot. Oh my days. What's finesse? Is it R? Hold the right bumper, isn't it? I reverse my buttons, guys. Well, not reverse them, but I have L2 and R2 as change, player, and sprint. So, with that knowledge, you can let me know what finesse is. I'm sure it's R1 for me. R1 and shoot. And isn't there like a knuckle shot in PES 6? Or am I thinking of a different PES? I know there's one in PES 2013. Anyway, we're coming up to the hour. I need another goal. Oh, that's good pressure. That's brilliant pressure, Jorgensen. Oh, it's 2-0. What is the goalkeeper doing there? He spills it into his own net, I think. And I was asking for a second goal. Well, I've got one. Jorgensen, look at this. Oh, dear, goalkeeper. Oh, dear. I'd be furious with my goalkeeper doing that on the near post. Oh, dear. That's the third, oh, dear. Should I say it a fourth time? Oh, dear. Right, Dino Bravo's tired again. Looks like it's going to be a theme. Dino Bravo seems to be the player with the stamina issues here. There's Boggy. We're not going to get Boggy on in this game. We're going to get the guy with a long name on instead. I think he's a youth, or rather he's like a 18 or 19-year-old for us. We could bring him through if he's good. We'll have a look at him. I don't recognise his name. Anyway, here's someone to Joe Pasquale. Kuzmanovic. Oh, Kuzmanovic. Oh, don't say he's injured already. He's only just come on. The Ascoli player goes into the book, rightly so. They're concerned about this guy. Yeah, Kuzmanovic. 19 years of age. Just come on to the pitch. Getting stretchered off after a few seconds. Life for a footballer. It's not easy out there. Hey, I thought I'd have a go. That was terrible. Got to get used to these free kicks again. Right, he's back on, but is he okay? Yeah, he's fine. Look, he's all right. He's all right. He's like, what you were worried about? Oh, Joe Pasquale. He's got to do better. Gets a slide in. It's Bonani for Ascoli. Blasi does well for Fiorentina. Is Mutu. Mutu's look lively. He's nice on the ball to control, guys. Player individuality in PES around this time was second to none. You really feel the difference depending on the player who's in possession of the ball. And that's what made it a special series of games. Is Peruli. Is Gioberti. It's a good tackle, that. That might have been a foul in PES 5, though. There's Mutu. As the crowd ramp up again, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's difficult to judge the audio levels in post-editing. Out! Oh, come on. I don't like the looks of this. Still plenty of time for Ascoli to get back into this match. Because the fans will be calling for Frey Bentos' head if we don't manage to win this after being 2-0 up and losing the first game against Inter. Hey. Oh, come on. Luca Toni hasn't been very good in either match. He's got to step it up. He is the club captain. Is Blasi. I remember Blasi. Kuzmanovic. Ref! That definitely would have been a foul in PES 5, that. Ref doesn't want to know, though. He wants to keep this game flowing. Tony. I didn't mean to go back. Mutu was out and he was free. He was ready. And I went back. Luca Toni. Look at that. Press him from the front. Lead him by example. Here's Gioberti. That's good play, that. Oh, that was risky from me, though. Sebastian Frey holds on to the ball. He knows there's just 9 minutes left now. It should be job done, this. But we're going to face much tougher opposition than Ascoli. Again, this was must win. I think Torino will be the first match of the next episode. They might be handy. I'm not entirely sure what Torino were like around this season, though. Right, Luke Batelli's a goalkeeper. I don't want to bring him on at centre-back. But we'll bring on Potenza for Daniele. Faces look brilliant in this, with the patch, of course. The patch makers, or rather the community, oh, that was nice, love making patches for PES 6. It seems to be the go-to PES game to mod this and PES 2021. They seem to be the games. PES 2021, I've tried patches with that. I find the gameplay turgid in that game. It's too slow and boring, that game is. Far too slow. I like realistic footy, but I like my game to be a game as well. Anyway, it's Blasi, is Kuzmanovic. Oh, Mutu, he'll get to this. He will get to this. The ball holds up nice for him. Mutu! That was a shot. That was another shot from Move 2. Again, goes out, or nearly went out for a goal kick rather than test the Ascoli goalkeeper. We're in stoppage time though. Come on, ref. Blow your whistle and blow it soon. Ooh. There it is. It's full time. The 3 points is ours. Keep showing close-ups of that guy. They like that, don't they? The production team. So, we'll get a glimpse, or we'll get a look. I don't know why I said glimpse. We'll get a look at the league table. Around the leagues, actually, and see how everyone's doing after 2 fixtures played. A win and a loss, not too bad considering the loss was against, I think, the favourites, the Serie A favourites. Yeah, it's Torino and then, and Parma. That'll be an interesting episode. Roma, Inter, won both their games, 100% records for them so far. Fiorentina in 7th, I'll take that. As long as we're not 7th, end of season though. Got to be up in those Champions League places. Bayern Munich, top of the Euro League, no surprises. Chelsea have won 3 of their games. Barca, no surprises there really. So, yeah, 2 games into the season, a win, a loss. Let's do this. Let's get into the Champions League. Maybe win a cup. Maybe win a cup as well. Who knows? Hope you've enjoyed, guys. I'll speak to you all soon.